Buffalo police gave a report today to city lawmakers regarding those police traffic safety checkpoints, which some civil rights advocates say unfairly target minority neighborhoods.
And as we reported just last week, the data that's been released does not support that, but it's only a snapshot in time. And so far, we have been unsuccessful in prying more information from Buffalo police. And Channel 2's Dave McKinley had some pretty tough questions for Mayor Brown about getting more of that data. Dave joins us now live. Dave.
Hello, Scott. Mayor Brown insists these checkpoints, which have resulted in thousands of tickets issued and cars towed for traffic violations and arrests made for everything from unlicensed drivers to drugs and guns found in vehicles, are purely about safety and have not unfairly targeted minority neighborhoods, as some critics claim.
That is absolutely not the case. The police department has released data to the city council, and the data that has been released demonstrates that that's not the case.
Indeed, the data released, which reflects a recent 7-week period, indicates the 121 checkpoints conducted were set up throughout the city, with close to half of them being in the Lovejoy, North, and Niagara council districts.
You're aware, of course, that that data only reflects August 4th through September 20th. And there are some people who are skeptical, saying that doesn't tell the story of what was going on before that, when we made these complaints.
Well, again, there is no data that demonstrates that there is any validity to the complaints.
At least not any data that's been made public. That's why on July 29th, we filed a Freedom of Information Law request asking for data stretching back more than an entire year. It's a request that thus far has not been filled. And we're not the only ones. The Western New York Law Center and the National Center for Law and Economic Justice say they're going to court to have a judge enforce their Freedom of Information Law request, which they filed a month before ours, also to no avail.
If they aren't targeting certain areas, the only way to prove that would be to release data. You've got two civil rights groups now who are filing suit to obtain that data after they were denied. Why stonewall them on this?
We're not stonewalling at all. Data will be released.
He did not say when.
We don't mean to be impatient, but we filed a Freedom of Information request over 2 months ago. By law, at least the city has to respond and say, we've received your Freedom of Information request. We didn't even get the courtesy of a polite go pound salt.
Well, all those are handled by the city's law department, and I am confident that every request for a release of information will be responded to by our legal staff.
To ours and these two civil rights groups that seem to say you're not giving us information.
To all of them.
Moreover, the mayor claims the majority of calls the city has gotten from residents regarding the checkpoints is not to complain about them, but to request more of them. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.